What's up guys, Ignacio here. Welcome back to another Gaming's Pickup video, and today I got 9 games to show you guys today. And sorry if I haven't caught up with this gaming pickups. It's just that there's only so many games I can play, and because I work a lot, especially this past month, I've been working like crazy, dude. And plus not only that though, but because I'm not the biggest collector in the world, so it takes a little bit longer to get all my games collected up. But today I got 9 games to show you guys today. I'm pretty excited to show all of them. Got a lot of things to talk about with these games, and I got to spend quite a bit of time with them. So with that being said, so the first game I'm going to show you guys today is my only Vita game, and this one in particular is a little bit more special in my collection, and that reason is because it's my very first Japanese game, and that is called White Album 2. Now, some of you guys are probably wondering what the heck this game is. Well, it's not a game, it's a visual novel. And one of the worst things about the game is the fact that it's only Japanese text. This game has only ever been released in Japan, and let me explain why I bought this. You see, I watched an anime called The White Album 2, and for anyone who may not know, it's an anime show that is heavily romance with drama in there. And for all those people who may not know, is that I love romance anime, and White Album 2 is seriously right up there to being my favorite romance anime of all time, at least right now in 2018 at this point, and it remains to be my favorite. I highly suggest to watch the anime as well if you like romance, but the reason why I bought the game is because the visual novel came first before the anime. And I found out that the visual novel has a true ending to the TV series, because in the anime there's only 12 episodes, but apparently after 12 episodes there's actually more to the story and there is a true ending. Apparently there's also different women that you can get with in the game towards the end, which is crazy to think, but I'm not going to go into too much details for this game, because if you really want to know, I really just recommend just looking it up. So you guys are probably wondering, how the heck am I playing this game? Well, of course, the Vita is region free, but the way how I'm playing it is I'm just looking up online and reading the English subtitles for the game. There is no subtitles for this game, so if you buy this, you just have it just in your collection. Because I'm a big fan of the show, this is something I really wanted, and I don't know, I haven't gotten too far in this, unfortunately. I haven't looked up online on this just because I just don't care for reading. But I will get around to doing this, and I'm very happy to have this in my collection. Very cool game, or just, I don't even know what you would call this, visual novel. Keep in mind, I'm not a visual novel person. I don't care for that kind of stuff. But this is something I really truly was going to have in my collection. My only PlayStation 2 game on here, and that is Half-Life. So, as somebody who is a big first-person shooting fan, this was a series that I've been wanting to get into for a while. But you know what was really weird was that for the longest time, I always thought the Half-Life series were always like PC games to me. I don't know why that ever crossed my mind. But when I found out that Half-Life 1 and 2 were actually on console, it blew my mind. So what I did is that I bought myself a copy of Half-Life for the PlayStation 2, and I played it ever since. And I haven't beaten the game yet, but I think I'm getting pretty close to it. But from what I played, I am really liking this game, especially on the PlayStation 2. The only first-person game I think I played on the PS2 was Call of Duty, and that game was a little clunky, but this game feels just about right for a first-person shooting. I think this game does a pretty good job for a game that came out a while back. I like the shooting, I like the weapons in the game. I also like the environment. I like the idea that you are like in this scientist room, and then everybody, all hell breaks loose just because of an experiment went wrong. I don't know. I don't need to probably explain this too much, just because I think most people already know about the Half-Life series. I do plan on playing the second one for the PlayStation 3 at some point in my life, but this has so far has been a really good game, and I haven't been enjoying it. the only problem I think I would have to say is maybe the little bit of the graphics. There are maybe a bit outdated, but then again, I guess this game has been out since like what, like 1996, so it's a pretty old game. But it blows my mind the fact that I thought that Half-Life series was actually a PC game. I really thought that, but I thought that was funny. But really cool game. So the next two games I'm going to be showing you guys is PlayStation 3 games. And unfortunately, I don't have any footage for you guys to show you guys for these two games. The reason being is because my PlayStation 3's hard drive broke. And it's unfortunate. You would not believe the reaction that I got when I found out my PlayStation 3 like broke. I was very mad. So that being said, I'll talk about more about it in another vlog, but for the time being, my PlayStation 3 doesn't work, and it sucks because there's just one game, the next game I'm going to talk about, I haven't played much of. But for this game I'm going to show you guys is called Doom 3, the BFG edition. So what this is that it has Doom 3, the remastered game, and it also has 1 and 2, the originals from the 1990s. So I played Doom 4 on the PlayStation 4, and that was a really good game. But however, I think I might like Doom 3 a little bit more, just because how creepy it is. You know, anybody knows me, I like my horror games a lot. So I really did enjoy this game a little bit more, and this was a really fun game to play. Unfortunately, I haven't played the first one or the second game, the originals. I only played a very little bit of the first one. I thought it was kind of cool, but I don't have any desire playing them at the meantime. But I'm happy to say that the option is there for me to play if I really want to. But obviously, I'm here for Doom 3. One of the coolest things is that it comes with a poster, which is hanged up right there. Fortunately, I can't show you guys, but I think that's really cool. If you buy this new, you get a poster. This game is really cheap, too. I got this for like $10 on Amazon. Really good game so far. I mean, I already beat the game, what did I say so far, but really cool game. Highly recommend playing it. This is the game I did finish before my PlayStation 3 broke. So my last PlayStation 3 game I got is called 3D Dot Warrior Heroes. Or, no, I said that wrong. It's called 3D Dot Games Heroes. It's a PlayStation 3 exclusive, and this was the game that I seriously bought, and then like 2 to 3 days later, my PlayStation 3 broke. So I don't have too much to say about this game, but for anyone who may not know, it's considered as like a hidden gem on the PlayStation 3, at least from the research I've done, especially from somebody like Metal Jesus on YouTube. But I played this game, and pretty much my first impressions is this game is really cool. It's supposed to be like a Zelda clone ripoff, and I've seen the original Zelda, and this game plays exactly like a Zelda game. So, that being said, I think one of the coolest things about this game is that you get to customize the main character that you're going to be playing as through the adventure. I really wish I could show you guys footage of this game, because it's really cool. The graphics are amazing. It's a really cool atmosphere of a game, and I would totally play more of this if my PlayStation 3 seriously didn't like had hard drive issues right now. Seriously, I seriously might have to consider buying a new PS3. Like, that's how far I think I might have to go. But totally. So for now, for all those people out there who are wanting more PS3 games for me, unfortunately, it's gonna have to be put on a hold just because, like I said, PS3 issues. But that being said, this game is pretty cool. I really do dig this game. I think the only thing I'm a little grudge about the physical copy is that there's no manual. At least for my copy, there isn't. For some reason, the guy never sent the manual to me. I hate when I buy stuff online and when a game does have a manual in it, but when I get it, it doesn't have it. It frustrates the hell out of me. That's just one of my pet peeves. If a game has a manual, include the manual. But yeah, but that's my PS3 collection. So the last 5 games I'm going to show you guys are PlayStation 4 games. You guys know me. So far, every game I have has been, most of my pickups has been PlayStation 4 games. I think my PlayStation 4 may be my biggest collection gaming right now to date. only just because it's the latest console. But the first game I'm going to show you guys today is Eleanor. This was a game I've been wanting to play since the PlayStation 3. Been meaning to give it a try. And I gotta say, this game is pretty cool. However, it is sometimes frustrating to play this game. To believe it or not, I haven't beaten this game. I actually haven't even think I gotten that far. I played the game for about a week or two and then I kind of stopped playing it. The reason why I stopped playing it is just because I guess you could say I'm not in the mood for some reason to play this game, even though I just said that I wanted to play this game. But yeah, I haven't played much of it. Basically, for anyone who may not know this game, you just play as a detective in a like GTA kind of world, and what's really cool is that you get to really solve crime, like actually solve crime. And when I say what's so frustrating about this game, it is really hard. Like, you literally have to like search around, like for example, say like you have to find evidence around a house, you have to make sure you have to look around the house, and you got, when you talk to people, you have to like look at their face, and it's a really hard game. But of course, you can just probably just look up guides online. But what's frustrating to me is that when you try to really get a good score and try to get a perfect investigation, but it's just so hard, you know. Yeah, I do plan on playing this game. I do like the game. It's really fun. The fact that you can walk around. I think the only problem I do have with this game is that the game has a little bit of issues. Like, I have ran into moments where I literally just get stuck on certain parts. Like, I would be stuck in like on a tree or something. I'm not even kidding. I wish I could show you guys, but I have literally been stuck on a tree before. I don't know if it's just because it's just a PS4 port or what, but from what I played, this is a pretty good game. It's been said that it's an underrated game by Rockstar. So my next game I'm going to show you guys is a game called For Honor. Now, this is a very cool game. I'll tell you that right now. Cool game. Could have been so much more. Alright, so I remember when this game first came out, and I remember when I first played the beta version of this game. It was so fun. There was nothing like it. And if Ubisoft didn't screw up this game's multiplayer at the start, this game could seriously have been one of the top like multiplayer games out there. I'm telling you right now, this has to be one of the most underrated multiplayer games out there to date. And some people may not know For Honor, so it's really hard to explain, but I'll show you guys gameplay, of course, on the corner here so you guys get an idea. But you basically choose out of like fractions of different, like, so like samurai, knights, and maybe like a Viking, at least for the standard edition. And you go into this intense combat system, and it's not like, it's kind of deep, but it isn't. But it is so satisfying. You know, you got swords clanking and armor, metal, like making all the noises. It felt like you're really in a war. It's a really fun game, and I really am surprised that the game didn't take off like it really did. But then again, you can also blame Ubisoft for it. But it's a really cool game. I would play more of this, but the problem is just like with the Eleanor, I get very frustrated. In fact, this game makes me frustrated even more. And I'm going to tell you right now, I don't get frustrated when I play video games, but this game right here is right up there that makes me mad. There's a lot of BS moments because I feel like I could have sworn I hit that person, but there's times I don't, and there's a lot of skill that comes into this game, and it's so fun. If it wasn't for like, I would play this more if Fortnite didn't exist. I like Fortnite a lot. That's my multiplayer go-to game. But this is a game I can see myself some point, maybe like if there's no games coming out at that time, I can see myself playing this game quite a bit. But this is a really fun, underrated game, and I highly recommend this game to anybody who likes medieval sword fighting, and to all those people. The only problem I have with this game, like I said, is that you do need to be online when playing this game. That's right. So you need a PlayStation Plus. It's BS, but it is what it is, I guess. But really good game. So one of my bigger games that I was excited for, and that was Shadow of the Colossus. Of course, this is the special edition, and I just want to show you guys, here is the steel case edition as well, for those people who are wondering. Um, really nice looking case. It really, the case feels so nice. It does not feel cheap whatsoever, and has a nice weight to it, you know. But yeah, though, Shadow Colossus. I never heard of Shadow Colossus back on PlayStation 2 for a console, even though I grew up with. Never heard of it. It was it was a very popular game apparently. I didn't hear about Shadow Colossus till the PlayStation 3 HD came out, but even then I didn't even play the game. However, I did play the other games in the series, such as Eco being my first one on PlayStation 3. That was a pretty cool game. I might need to go back to playing it just to see my thoughts it is at now. But from what I played, that was a cool game. And somebody at work also gave me a free copy of The Last Guardian. I wouldn't pay money for that game, but for a free game and from what I played, that was a really cool game as well. So I played pretty much every game in the series except for Shadow Colossus, and I think I couldn't come into a perfect time and to play Shadow Colossus. This is a really cool game. I mean, if you heard about this game, you already know about it. You're just like this soldier who's trying to revive a girl from the dead, and he has to fight like, what was it, 15 Colossi? I can't remember. It was like 15. It's been a while since I played this game. Oh, there were 16. There were 16 Colossi. This was a really fun game to play. The graphics it's really beautiful. However, I will say there are certain bosses, most specifically the last one. I had such a hard time. I literally spent an hour on the last boss. An hour. I was so frustrated, dude. But despite some problems I did have with the game, such as running out of stamina, and like this game is sometimes frustrating too. At moments, but besides that though, it's a really fun game. I can totally see myself platinuming this game at some point in my lifetime. Just not now, but sometimes later down the road, I feel. Alright, so my second to last game I'm going to show you guys is Dynasty Warriors 9. And this is the steel case edition. Bought it day one. Another nice looking case that I really do like. And what do I say about Dynasty Warriors 9? I've been a big fan of the series since Dynasty Warriors 2. That's seriously one of my favorite Dynasty Warriors games. However, I haven't been consistent with the series. I'm more of a fan of the PS2 times. I really like the PS2 versions of the Dynasty Warriors series. I've been meaning to play the PS3 versions of them, but I haven't. But I have been eager to come back to the series for a new one. And I was really hoping Dynasty Warriors 9 was going to be the game that I was going to be addicted to. Especially with how many characters they added. And I was really hoping to like this game, but this game disappoints me in so many ways, dude. How do I explain this game? So it's like an open world game now, and now has more RPG elements than ever. But what really kills the game, at least for me it does, is there's not enough combat. There's not enough fighting in a game where that's all you do in the Dynasty Warriors series is fight. But here you're running around 50% of the time in the game, running around a horse in this big open world. Of course, a lot of people already made their points about this game, so I'm not going to go into too much. But the thing is, I don't mind having a big open world in a Dynasty Warriors game. Just make sure 80% of it has enemies in it. I mean, that's a more interesting idea. Make a big ass map, a huge map I'm talking about, and put a bunch of soldiers in there, 80%, and make 80% of the map just soldiers. That is a cool idea. But I really am disappointed with this game. They have side quests like an RPG does, but they're all lame. It's boring. Frame rates, it's terrible on this game. It's garbage. Seriously, it's I mean, it's not a bad game by any means, but if you really want to get Dynasty Warriors 9, get it at cheap. It's not worth it whatsoever. At least to me, it isn't. As somebody who's a fan of the series, I mean, I don't hate the game. It's just it was disappointing to come back to in the series, and that's all I can really say about this game. But it's an okay game, I guess. Hey, at least it has a nice looking steel case. I mean, at the very least. So here is my final PlayStation 4 game right here, and that is Ni no Kuni 2. If anyone's wondering, this is the premium edition, for those who are wondering. And here is the steel case. And my god, look at that steel case, dude. Look at that steel case. It is so beautiful. Really nice. I have a lot of steel cases this gaming pickups video. It's kind of nice. I mean, I love... Okay, so... I never played the first Ni no Kuni. I'm going to say that right now. And I do plan on to. And if that being said, you can already know what my thoughts about this game. I haven't put too much time in this game because I've been focusing on another game to get a platinum in for my trophy collection. But I got the platinum trophy, and in fact, maybe after this pickups video, I'm gonna be playing this game. But I put 5 to 6 hours into this game, and I'm already liking the game. It's easy to understand as somebody like me who can't get into JRPGs that easily. I love the graphics. What more can I say? I mean, what hasn't been said about this game? It's from everybody I've heard, has been a lot of positive reactions to this game. It's a really fun game, easy to go into, and because I'm into I do like hack and slash JRPGs a lot. So this was very easy to get into. I know Ni no Kuni 1 is a little bit more different, but I'm willing to open up to that game. Just because, like I said, I'm trying to try some new things, try to play out different games. But Ni no Kuni 2 is a really fun game so far, and I'm loving so far every moment of it. And this is a game I can totally see myself like playing years to come. Of course, this is my biggest JRPG game for this year. Last year was Persona 5, really good game as well. So this year I'm planning on playing Ni no Kuni 2. So that being said, that is my collections video for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it's been a bit of time since I've done one, and it might take even longer for the next one. That being said, maybe I'll see you guys in my next vlog video. I do have 2 video ideas I want to do, but I don't know. We'll see. Hope you guys enjoy this. Catch you guys next time.